What's up everyone? I'm Jay and today we'll be looking at RoboCop and judging it on a 5-star, 10-star, and 5,000 point scale. Let's get right into it. RoboCop is an action sci-fi movie, as you would expect anything named RoboCop to be. This is the RoboCop movie that was released in 2014 and follows police detective Alex Murphy. Alex Murphy gets severely injured in an explosion, and his body is transformed into a mostly robot law enforcement unit. This new robot Alex is put through trials, tests, and experiments as he fluctuates between a human with robot parts, an actual robot who is sometimes human, just a full robot, and back to a human with robot parts while the media does their best to make sure that you can't tell who the bad guy is here. I thought that this movie was fun to watch. It has your standard array of police action with the added bonus of some cool robot scenes. I think most people like cool robot scenes. However, for the majority of the movie, it was hard to tell who to root for, and I think that was on purpose. There are a number of reasons why, and I'll get into that in the writing section. I give 600 points for watch value. Will I be watching this again? Sure, I wouldn't be opposed to it. It has cool, clean action, so why not? However, there might be some better action movies to watch. This movie gains points in the social commentary department, but loses points in the enjoyable department because of it. I give 400 points for rewatch value. So, RoboCop begins with a fictional news story sharing that robotic enforcement units are being used in third world countries and are very successful. Even when a group of suicide bombers attacks, they are portrayed to act with extraordinary proficiency. However, according to the newscaster, these robots are still not being allowed in the United States because citizens don't want things without feelings in charge of the justice system. This means that the robot making company can't sell their product to the US, so the company decides to put a man into their machine in order to gain public favor. However, the man isn't performing as well as a machine, because it's a man. So they slowly reduce his humanity until he's barely a man anymore. And all of this is punctuated by very biased and condescending news reports. So what's really going on in this movie? Is the company really trying to protect people? Do they just want to make money? Is their approach ethical? Are some characters good even if they agreed to help the secretly unethical ones? The social questions in this movie are very vague and frighteningly similar to today's social climate, but didn't really give you answers. It's great if you want to think about it, and frustrating if you just want to forget your problems by watching robots. On a more normal note, the dialogue, characters, and plot seem coherent. I give 700 points for writing and plot. When in doubt about which characters are good or bad, just look to the actors. Usually, you can catch on based on their character design. Alex's wife is definitely one of the most emotional characters in the movie, and Abby Cornish plays that very well. I give 600 points for acting and voice. It's RoboCop. There's some awesome robots walking around in most of the shots in this movie. There's also a couple of creepy scenes with some disembodied lungs, but I don't want to think about that for too long, so I give 700 points for effects and set. For the scores, we've got 3 out of 5, 6 out of 10, and 3,000 points. To recap, this movie has some fun robots and confusing politics that was fun to watch at times and stressful to watch at others. I did find it humorous how Alex kept solving his own deaths, and I'm pretty sure that in the end, man triumphed over the machine, but it's hard to say. This movie was an emotional roller coaster that I wasn't really expecting, mostly because of how Alex isn't allowed to see his family. Until next time, enjoy entertainment and judge it fairly. This has been Just Jay Review.